right. Let me show you something. Actually, give us a couple seconds. We'll show you something.
The final annihilation of the life form known as man. Let the attack begin. The final
I was just thinking. That's what I was afraid of.
Cylons lured me into their deception once. Never again.
Gotta love that. That's just perfect.
It's great. It is. It really is. Greetings and welcome to Interfleet Broadcasting. It's season 6, and this is our award-winning pop culture sci-fi news and entertainment channel. I'm New York Pete. I'm here with my best friend Chris, the Tipsy Toaster, and we're bringing you our unique spin here on the show from the things that we grew up, our favorite TV, movies, cartoons, comic books, conventions from the 70s, 80s, and 90s. And everyone needs to remember or know that we're big Battlestar Galactica fans. So
huge.
Welcome to the show.
Huge. Just fracking huge.
Huge. Yes, we are. Absolutely. So, hey, I know I see.
Oh, Rick, you're going to say that word, you have to break it out, man.
Whoa.
You have to break it out.
Woo, I see there's Bert and Paul and John 1 and Lola and who else? Oh, Paul Rotter, Commander Kane, and Dave Francoeur. What's up, buddy? Let me see who else. George G in the house. Kim Harms, James McCoy from Indiana, Rick. Hey, Rick, thanks, man. Thanks for coming for me. Chuck Davenport. Chuck, you're the man. Let's see. Who else do I see? Erica Riley and the rest of you. Oh, Rob Baum, Erica Persiani. Thank you, Erica, for joining us. So, guys, I know there might be some of you over on some of the other socials, including YouTube. Thank you for tuning in. And we appreciate all of you. And then thank you, everyone that, goes on later on, right? I know that our numbers have been really, really good, and we thank all of you. I just wanted to quickly mention...
Goes on later on.
Yes. And I'll tell you, Tipsy, we actually have fans in France, the Netherlands, England, Germany, Venezuela, Mexico, Canada, Gibraltar. We have fans in Gibraltar and in Scotland and in Ireland. And I know I'm missing.
It just
missing
goes
a
to
few
show
places.
that the fandom
Australia.
the fandom doesn't have any limits.
That's right. And
Even
so thank you.
even the Imperious leader tunes in every so once in a while.
That's right. Philippines, Vietnam, Japan. Thank you everybody for tuning in. I'll make sure
You're amazing
next time I have a
people.
list when I bring it up. Yes.
That's
So,
our family. Thank you so much for joining us.
family. That's right.
Family.
So let's
Yes, so everybody, thanks for joining us. Don't forget to tune in every Thursday. I don't think next Thursday we'll be there. I think we're going to try to do Wednesday. I haven't discussed this with Pete yet, so surprise. We're going to try to figure out probably a Wednesday maybe, or record something and then have it on Thursday. But I know for a fact that the Toaster household will be extremely full with family. They're not much families. They're not. They don't have a lot of fans in the family. You know, a lot of people have that. You know, but I don't have a lot of family in my family. But we do have some people coming over, and it's going to be busy. And we want you to make sure that you spend time with your family. Maybe it's a family.
Yeah.
And that way we can make sure we actually make sure we say hello every week. And so we'll probably be on Wednesday next week. Just so everybody has.
But we can
up.
rebroadcast like we did last time.
Yep, we'll record it, rebroadcast on Thursday. For those diehard fans that'll be there on Thursday, we'll definitely rebroadcast that. So anyways, thanks for joining us. We're here every Thursday at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Is it Standard Time or Daylight Time now? I don't even know. It's dark out, too early. That's all I know. And we
yes,
way dark, way too early. You know, when you go to work when it's dark and you come home when it's dark, that's a problem. But we all need to live indoors and eat, like I say. So don't forget to check us out when you can. Check out some of our earlier shows. And we really appreciate you being here because it is about you, the fans.
right.
The fans are so important. The fans are what keeps the thing, keeps the fandom rolling. So here's to you. Got your drink there. Because fans fuel the fleet.
Dent Fury, how are you, buddy? Thank you for tuning in. Battlestar Bulletin Board, Sean Shallow, thank you for tuning in. Eric Engler, I am predicting that AI shuts down the internet Thursday so that all families need to speak with each other. The end of humans.
Oh, Eric, I've been looking up some AI stuff. It's scary stuff.
Yeah.
Great stuff. Cylons are coming, baby. Cylons are coming.
Oh man, you took the lid off of that now, Eric, and now look what's happening. But I will tell you this: we have some really cool things that we want to go over with you. Obviously, we have a special guest coming on later on. Clyde Hall. He's a legacy super fan, Battlestar Galactica fan, amongst other things, but he's one of the legacy guys. So we're going to talk to him. He came on, right? So this is part of what we've always wanted to do, is to find all of the wayward legacy fans that were fighting for Battlestar and organizing back in the day when,
That's so cool.
Late 70s, early 80s, when, Galactica was still fresh in the mind. Yeah, fanzines and clubs. There were a lot of different, there were a lot of different Galactica clubs. And we got Clyde's coming on. He's an indie author, amongst many things. So we're going to get to talk to him, interview him. We'll discuss his role back in the day. And, of course, we're going to have our Star Trek update with Admiral Bran Stimson. Yeah, he'll come on later on. And we have a special package that was delivered to Tipsy and myself from one of the super fans that are out there, Kenneth Gagnon. Thank you. We're going to do an unboxing. We'll discuss all of that.
You're just amazing.
Yep, that's right. And I just got one of these, so I'm going to open this up with you guys, and we're going to look at that. That's the purple.
Don't open it up; it loses its value.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I'm going to open it up. And Chris Laskowski, hey, how are you? Thank you for joining us.
We got a lot of people here. That, Chris, Dent Fury, cheers. James McCoy, Mr. Marino. Once again, like Pete said, thank you for stepping in last week. That was amazing.
Yeah.
We had a really good time with Jack.
I got to watch
Jack
you
will
guys.
talk your ear off. And it's He was
Jack is awesome. We
once
love
again,
Jack.
every time you have a show with Jack, it is a masterclass on what goes on behind the scenes of Hollywood. It's amazing.
And we're so grateful and lucky that we get to have one of the original, crew from
Yep.
Battlestar Galactica that comes on that we consider a friend and
Dent-
supporter of IFB.
Thanks. I mean, yeah, I would. Dent says Richard would love this. I really would. I think Richard would. I mean, it's amazing that I got to meet with him and just a very, very short period of time. But I really do think Richard would love the show as well.
Yeah, it's good stuff. And yeah, you know what?
Richard would be on every
I
week.
didn't
That
really-
would be so fantastic. Can we go back in time? That would be so
Yeah, right.
fantastic. I am working with
so
another star to get on, an older star. Older? That's not right. Legacy BSG star to be coming on soon. Still working with that one.
You guys are gonna love it. And it's not Lorette. Lorette's already been on.
Yep,
She'll be
Lorette's
coming
been
on
on.
again.
I need to get back with Lorette and see how her book's doing. Lorette has a book coming out too, so we'll have to definitely get back with her.
Let's get her back. But we got a few things that happened since last time, since last show.
No way.
And one of them,
nothing happens on this
right.
show. Nothing happens.
Yeah.
Over a week period
I'll
of
tell
time.
You, last just a few days ago, last week, Grand Rapids Comic-Con, they had their film fest. It was on November 14, and the Stranded Warrior screened. That's our Battlestar Galactica fan film. Was screened at the convention film festival. Thank you, Grand Rapids, for selecting us. And so a whole bunch of people, both old and new fans and those that never saw Battlestar Galactica in any form or shape, they got to see it. That was the goal. So that was great. And, so we got to compete with all the other fan films that are out there. And you guys have heard me say it. Star Trek, Star Wars,
Star Trek Wars, Star Wars Trek, Star Trek Wars.
Followed by all the superhero stuff. And then there's the rest of us. So it's nice that we represent, that we're out there. It hasn't happened in a long time. I know some of you have made fan films. There's a few of you out there that have done Battlestar Galactica stuff, but it's been in the past. Except I know Mike Goudreau's worked on some things, and there's some other CG stuff that's kind of floating around there as well. Ours, of course, is live action, award winning. Right, we have about 20 awards right now. And so
I watched it again the other day when I was trying to make that the big DLC, not DLC, it's downloadable content.
DCP.
EIEIO for the thing. So
yeah,
you go back and watch it again, you're like, wow, this really is good.
It is good. And
we need to talk about when we're going to actually give it out to the real world there soon. So.
Right. So we are expecting that in May. So this coming May.
Time.
The film festival circuit will be done, and we should be having we're gonna have a premiere. Right now, it looks like the probably first week of May. We're gonna have our premiere in New York City, and then once that happens, we're gonna actually put it up on YouTube. But I can tell you right now, here's some of the stats, Tipsy. So the Stranded Warrior has 20 wins. We've actually been selected in 25 film festivals, both around the world and in the United States, and we had 20 screenings. And then our other project, of course, is the Tower Protocol. Right now stands at 18 wins, 14 selections, and 13 screenings. And I'm happy to tell you guys, if you haven't been watching, that our IFB here, we've actually won 2 awards for podcasting, and we've been selected by 3 different festivals that have a category for podcasting. So that's where we stand. So we actually
5 years ago, I would have never thought about, hey, I'm going to be an award-winning anything.
That's
I just wanted to have fun with the fans, and I've always have had great time with the fans and a great time with you people out there. And it's you that inspire us. And it's some of you have actually helped us with other projects. So it's all about the fandom. Really thankful that we have such a great group of people. Thank you for following us. Thank you for watching us. Thank you for listening to us as we babble on. Oh, Babylon 5? Okay. I'm throwing some puns out there, but I'm not very punny. Anyways.
Ralph Duran says, Annie would be awesome.
Wonder if that could
Yeah. So stay tuned, guys, because hey, anything's possible.
That's
However, so I wanted to also kind of bring you guys up to speed with some of our activities out there, and many of you have been, supporting and helping in, many different ways and fashions. And part of that is a big thank you to Shockfest Adventure Film Festival.
Thank you so
that was
much.
in Las Vegas, 2025. The Tower
That is
Protocol
cool.
Resurrection. We won, right? We won Best Sci-Fi. So here's the trophy. I attended. I was in Vegas, and I just wanted to thank Shockfest. I wanted to thank Multimedia Matt, who is the festival director for I guess almost the last 15 years, give or take, and to Gil, who created, the founder of Shockfest. And Shockfest is a film festival that's been around for 18 years, representing everything from horror, sci-fi, supernatural, like the whole gamut. It started out specifically as a horror film festival, and then expanded over the almost 2 decades. And we won
Right.
best sci-fi film, and that took place. I just wanted to share this because it's such a lot of fun, and it's such a great honor. We were part of the lucky 13 filmmakers that won at Shockfest in Las Vegas. And the first day was November 13 at the Clark County Library and Performing Arts Center. So it was like a beautiful performing arts center, and there were screenings and awards. And then on the 14th of November in Vegas, at the AMC movie theater, they actually screened the Tower Protocol Resurrection on a regular big screen. And guys, it looked phenomenal. Thank you everybody for that participated, all of you that supported us and helped us with that. Tipsy, of course, not only a producer on that, but and he edited that. And
Did you want me to show the trailer again? I do have it still.
well, if you have it, it's an award-winning trailer now, and was nominated for best trailer. But we didn't make the win, but we were nominated. We did win for the best sci-fi film. So that was for the Tower Protocol. And since you have it,
Yeah, can you
might as
tell
well
them
put
a little bit about the Tower Protocol? I mean, we keep saying it, and I don't think we've really ever talked about where it came from and the idea behind it. I mean, the trailer kind of gives you just a little bit of it.
I just
So
want
why don't
I
you,
want to show this off too. So this is what So for being nominated, the short film got nominated, and the official trailer that Tipsy put together. We got nominated, and here is the Escape System Enter the Chain Shockfest Exit Strategy. So we should celebrate the fact that we got into Shockfest. This is their last film
They've
festival.
been around how many years?
18 years. Unfortunately, this was their last one. So I'm not lamenting it. I'm celebrating the fact that we got into it because, hey, let's face it, it's a big deal, guys. And it's a lot of fun, doing the film festival and making connections. I met a lot of cool people, guys, that are interested in, what we are. They're fans of all of this great stuff that we are fans of, right? That we love. And we actually got this, the Lucky 13. This is the token for the party, the exclusive party afterwards. Unfortunately, that was like at 11:30 at night, and I was not able to go.
That's late for us.
Yeah, late for us, exactly. So not able to do that one. But I excused myself, thanked them.
I would have drugged you out to it just for fun.
Oh God, man, that would have been ugly. However, the Tower Protocol is about a threat, a supernatural occult threat that manifests itself after 20 years. And there's one guy that has been underground. Mr. White, Colonel White, he's gone underground. He's been off the grid, and what he does is he's plotting, his defense of our world as we know it. And so when the cultists make their move, he's there to defend our world and our dimension. And that's basically it in a nutshell. I had actually I produced the first Tower Protocol in 2004. We were lucky enough to get Jeff Kirkland to actually star in the next one. So the star that you see, Jeff, who plays Colonel White, he was in the original 2004. And for those of you that have actually listened to the audio, if you go on to social media, you'll find it under our website, the Tower Protocol Resurrection.
I'll put up a link later.
Yep, we set up an audio drama. It's an audio drama. It gives the backstory to Colonel White, and there'll be another 2 audio dramas that will follow. And eventually, we will do a director's cut and release the original Tower Protocol.
Yeah, Pete, I just got done upscaling that. By the way.
Oh wow, that's right.
So I've upscaled it from the handheld VCR to what it is now.
Oh yeah. So that's that. Ralph, stay tuned because we're gonna actually debut this. We're gonna we're gonna put it up. We've actually screened the trailer. We're gonna put it up again tonight. It's gonna be up there, and it was so cool, guys. The thrill to be able to see our work, or your work up on the big screen. And I'll tell you, it just worked perfectly. Thank you to Tipsy for putting all that together. Thank you to Dorian Keys Congoli that is no longer with us. Rest in peace. Thank you for helping with music and acting and supporting. So we dedicated that day when I won the award. I dedicated the award to Dorian, who unfortunately is no longer with us, but he was a big part of all the projects that we had. He was the sci-fi award-winning author, and he was one of our first guests when we first started IFB. Yeah. And
we
so
so much fun with him.
It was. However, he's left us an unfinished comic book that the family has asked us to publish for him or help publish. So we will. So stay tuned for that. Dorian's legacy will continue, and so that's something that we're going to work on, with our resources. Yeah. So that will happen as well. But you'll let me know, Tipsy, if you're ready.
I'm ready. Whenever you are, just say the word. All right.
Here it is, Tower Protocol Resurrection trailer for you guys to watch and enjoy.
My name is Colonel Jonathan White. I've faced a darkness most can't imagine. An occult society whose tendrils reach into education, law enforcement, even the government. Their influence is everywhere, waiting to resurface. I've been watching, waiting, sleeping lightly. People think they know this place. They walk by, oblivious to the whispers, the schemes hiding in plain sight. But I know. I've seen the darkness that slips through the cracks, crawling its way to the surface.
That still looks good every time I watch it.
Good stuff, man. Yep. And so we won, man. Not the first one, but one of the great honors, Shockfest, a great film festival to be a part of. Met a lot of great talented people. Again, Multimedia Matt, thank you very much. Gil, thank you everybody at Shockfest for giving us the win, best sci-fi film at the film festival. And remember, we competed against hundreds of various films. So we won, right? And it's what the way I described it when when I got the chance there was that this is a passion project that spanned over 20 years, and I brought back the main character, Colonel White, to fight off the greatest supernatural conspiracy the world has ever faced. And it's a proof of concept. This is something that we would love to create a full movie. Originally 20 years ago it was meant to be a mini series, and it still can be, and who knows besides the shadow, who knows, we'll see what happens. And
Wow, you definitely a fan.
yeah. So yeah, it was great. I will tell you this, that the Los Angeles Fantasy Fest, as we speak right now, this project has been nominated under the sci-fi banner, and it's on there. So the Los Angeles Fantasy Fest, they split their film festival as we speak right now into two parts. One of them is live, and the only way we were nominated, the Tower Protocol was nominated, but the only way that they were going to actually screen it was if one of us from the crew were there. So because we couldn't do both Vegas and LA, they put us into their virtual festival. So for like $3.99, you could actually watch the Tower Protocol. It's a short, mind you, but there's also like another 100 films that you could watch too if you were so inclined. So just wanted to put that out. So we are in a bunch of festivals around the world. Very proud of our work, and just thank you guys for
Yeah,
supporting.
if it wasn't for you, we wouldn't have
Yeah.
this kind of stuff. So
Yeah,
it's
just
you live your
cool.
dreams, and hang on, back to you. There we go.
Shockfest Adventure 2020, best sci-fi, the Tower Protocol Resurrection, right? 20 years later. When I made the first one, I got selected and screened in two film festivals for the original one in 2004. But now with the help of the team, we've been winning awards both for the trailer and for the film. And thank you everybody that was involved. Really appreciate it. We're gonna have more. We're gonna have actors and crew
Oh
and
yeah,
stuff. They're gonna come on IFB, and that goes both for the Stranded Warrior, right? So our Battlestar Galactica fan film has done tremendously well, right? I told you guys it's won 20 awards, both
that's crazy.
domestic and international. So we'll have the actors come on, and we'll talk about that as well.
Well, we should.
And
What we'll do is originally, we'll definitely show it. Whoops,
yeah,
let me put myself up there too. We'll definitely probably show it, but I think we'll also show it, and then we'll have another showing, maybe the same show or maybe the next show afterwards, where we talk about what it was like on the set. So we can actually have we'll have the
oh my
group
God,
here.
yeah,
So we'll have the group here. We'll play it again, and we'll talk
yeah,
through some of the things that
yeah.
we did inside the
Oh,
set.
that's a great idea.
And I
would
think you'll
love to
really
do
love
that,
that
guys.
because that's like the behind the scenes. And I mean, there's some things in those shows, or any movie or any short that you put together, that that always falls away. Like there's collar devices inside the Stranded Warrior that we created ourselves, but there's reasons behind that, but nobody will ever know that because it's not in the movie.
Right.
So I think it'll be fun to have everybody on to talk about it.
And I also wanted to thank sci fiction Owen Cotter.
Oh yeah, he came out and did all the
Yep,
the video or the media for that.
media. He came down. I previously discussed it with him and told him that if we ever get into a film festival that we're going to attend, that it would be cool if he would come down and do the interviews and stuff, and he did. So sci fiction, his wife came, and his wife, they're a team. They came down and they set up on the red carpet, and they did interviews both days, starting with us. And so Owen at Sci
That's cool.
Fiction, thank
Yeah,
you. He's got
Owen's
some
a
stuff
really
up
big
now.
supporter, and
Oh, heck
yeah,
yeah. So really appreciate it. Naren and Kavura, also colleagues of ours,
oh,
podcasters. If you haven't checked them out, please do.
I thought we were
They
supposed
they
to
put up
we were supposed to have them on, aren't
congratulations.
we?
Yeah, we are. We're supposed to have him on, so I think hopefully
John should be
John
reaching
101.
out to you
Yeah.
if you're on.
Yeah.
I didn't
So
see.
thank you guys. We
Yeah.
appreciate the congratulations. Thank you for tuning in. Great colleagues, sci-fi nerds like us.
Yeah,
And oh man,
it's
they're great.
about a
We love them.
fandom. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, if you celebrate each other's victories, you celebrate each
Oh
other's
yeah.
accomplishments. Uh-oh,
Oh,
what you got there,
absolutely.
Pete? You've got the
Well,
most outstanding piece. That's right. So, see, there you go. You're gonna. We
so
all.
watch this.
Yep.
It's coming up.
No, don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't do it. You're
Tiffany
gonna ruin.
was like,
Oh,
don't
there it
open,
goes.
you're gonna
Like
ruin it. It's gonna be quick, real
20,
quick. This is coming
50%.
out.
Yeah,
Boom.
50% of that.
Yeah, now it went from like, $20 to like now it's worth only $1.
15. 16.
Oh, look at that.
Ooh,
What
I
is
haven't even
that?
See, I haven't even opened mine.
Exclusive
Ooh.
in-game content.
Oh, no way. Just go ahead and show me that
Bam.
again,
Bam.
so
look
I
at
can
that.
copy that game content. And put it.
Look at
Purple
that.
is an
Bam, bam,
awesome
bam, bam,
color
bam,
for Cylons,
bam, 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 bam.
and I just think that thing he's standing on is just a.
See now,
That's
if
a
I was
colonial head,
designing
I'm
these
sure.
guys, I would have the Colonial Warrior version, and he would have a Cylon helmet there, and that would be perfect. I'd buy 2 of those, man.
Yeah, have you heard that? So I just saw recently in Newswise that
Yeah.
Funko might be going bankrupt.
No.
Yes, I just saw a couple
Get
of
outta
articles on that. So they may be stopping production. So
Whoa,
all of your Funkos, I mean,
no.
I'm not trying to make money on, trying to make money for Funko, and I don't have any, anything invested
no
in
stock.
Funko. But you
We have
might
no
want to
stock.
go buy some stuff from Funko while you still can, because the rumor is that they are going bankrupt. So
That's
all of
too
that
bad.
stuff will go away.
Wow, that's bad. Now, before we bring on our guest, we're gonna take a couple of minutes because one of our super fans that are out there, one of the fans that fuel the fleet, has actually sent us some stuff. Right?
Oh my gosh!
Ken
Sent us some
Gannon.
stuff. We have Christmas early. This
So
is just amazing.
So you guys, this happens to be, do you remember early on, this is maybe a year and a half, maybe 2
Maybe
years
2 years ago, yeah.
we talked about Folly of the Gods, right? We went over this graphic novel, and we
And
had
others.
randomly
Yeah.
picked up a few pieces or tried to get a couple of pieces of
Yeah,
of
Sanchez
art.
was selling off some art.
Yes, that's right, Alex Sanchez. And I actually met him at New York Comic Con.
Yeah, we actually talked to him, yeah.
Yeah, he was selling a print of the front cover, this cover, and I got one autographed. But we got both.
This is crazy.
Tipsy and
This
I.
is crazy.
We got this. Check this out. So
I was floored by this. Don't okay, good. Okay.
Actively
Yeah. I'm about to say,
broadcasting.
don't dox yourself there.
Yeah, right. Attention, New York Pete, from Colonial Fleet Intelligence, and I would assume that would mean that Captain Gagnon sent. It's under his command, and he sent us individual packages. And so
Ugh.
my package includes this.
Look
So
at
let's
this.
start with
I
that.
love the artwork on these. The Cylon
Cylon
Apocalypse was the
Apocalypse.
best. Even
Right,
though
Cylon
storyline
Apocalypse.
sucks because the Cylon dies. Anyways,
Well, that's too bad for you.
No.
But that's nothing, guys. Wait till I show you what the rest of what's in the package here that that was sent to us here. Here, I'm trying. I don't want to manhandle this too much. But Ken sent us.
is that the
Check
one in
this
the
out.
is that the one in the onion skin? No.
Look at that.
Open
Yes.
it up. You haven't even opened it up. Open it up.
Okay, all right.
It's-
I'm gonna
it's-
open it up
it's
carefully. Come
amazing.
on, man. Come on. Check this out.
I know. I was like, I so don't want to touch this. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Look at those targets.
Look at that.
Look at those targets. I could see those
Autograph.
blowing up immediately. And there it is.
There it is. Boom.
Alex Sanchez.
Wow, is that it? That's insane. So this is pencil.
That's the pencil art, yes.
Yeah, pencil art. And in the package, right? Haven't taken this out yet. Is how about that?
I
Look
love
at
that one. I love that storyline was great. The pictures in those things were amazing.
Phenomenal. Oh, look at this. This.
You gotta take it out, Pete. Come on.
Okay. All right. Out it comes.
Get rid of that blue
Boom.
tape out of the way.
And
Ugh,
not one, but two.
that's
This.
beautiful.
That's nuts, guys. Look at how beautiful
You
this
ain't gonna
is.
find AI to write like that or draw like that. I'm sorry.
Look at that. This is incredible.
Look at those Cylons
Look at
going to
them
kill
fight.
him. That's amazing.
Cylons blown them up. Blow up the Cylons. Blow them up.
Look,
blow up the
look,
Cylons.
he's dying on the floor. Yes.
Yeah, the Cylon's dead. Ken, thank you so much. Thank you. So what we're gonna do is we have some select pieces left over from the Stranded Warrior and a couple of IFB things. Those are gonna be coming your way. I'm gonna take some close-ups of these. I'm gonna put these up on our page so everybody can
Yeah,
enjoy
we
them
should
as
take a
well.
close-ups of those and then take a close-up of the picture of the actual.
Yeah. So we're going to do that. So stay tuned, guys. These things will be put up on IFB so that all of you can
That
actually
part's just
enjoy.
amazing.
These are so beautiful, right?
Pete,
Incredible original
You've got the
pieces.
ones that you've got the picture that I got, right?
I have. Yeah. As a matter of fact, I have the graphic novel. Here it is. So here's one of them. This is the one I just held up, right? There it is. Right? That's this one. And one of the ones that you have.
Ships of Light.
Look at this. See
Yeah,
this
hang on.
one here?
I'll pull it up.
Yeah, pull it up. That's the one that so Tipsy's got his
Hold on.
his
Show that again. Let me
okay,
show
hold
the
on, I'll
difference.
show it again. Okay, here we go.
Show that.
Yeah.
And get a really good close-up of the page on the other page. Other side. Down. To your right. There you go. Ready? And
Boom. Oh.
go to the
Yep.
bottom.
Yeah. Oh.
That's cool. That looks cool.
Yeah. Thank you.
That looks
thank you,
cool.
Thank you, Ken. Oh, so show the rest of your stuff off, man.
Yeah.
the
You've
same.
got. Have you got the? I've got the tanker one, right? Yeah, I've got the.
Yeah, you
tanker
got
one.
it. Yeah,
So,
you got it. Oh, it's just incredible.
He sent me all the Cylon stuff, which is
yeah,
of
he
course
sent you the
much,
silent stuff, which is
much
really
better
cool.
than any of the other
Nah, stop.
that's
Stop.
colonial.
So
That
I will be
colonial
framing.
Felder carb.
So before I frame any of these, obviously I'll be, like I told you guys, I'll be taking some really close-up pictures on this. Yeah, look at that. That's pretty cool.
What's great
man.
is this.
Wow.
Look at the close. I was blown away by the actual detail on the rifle,
Yeah.
and then you take that and compare it to.
The actual. Oh, look at that. Cylon Commander. Oh, hey, they're all gold.
Yes,
What the
they're
heck?
all gold, mother. That's right.
What?
That's
They're
right.
all gold. All the Cylon Commanders are all in one place. Just blow them up.
Yep. No. You can't blow them
Wow.
up. They live forever. Do you
That is
not
so
know the
cool.
story?
So cool. That is
I mean,
so.
I wrote a whole thing on Vulpa because Vulpa was the original bad guy for Battlestar Galactica
Yep.
before
that's right.
they went to Baltar.
Yes.
Thank
The
you so
Small
much.
Artist
That's
Sanchez,
amazing. Some of the artwork that we've gotten here
Thank
will
you,
be,
Ken.
oh my gosh, it will be remembered forever, and it's going to go up on my wall. It's something that you really don't appreciate the artwork behind something until you actually see how far it comes from line drawing to
Yep.
actual print.
Yeah.
And all the work.
Oh my God, it's
and once
so
again, it's
cool.
like a family, a group of people put this together. It's not just that one person who draws it. It's not the one person who comes up with the storyline. So somebody comes up with a storyline. Somebody comes up with a drawing.
Yeah.
Somebody comes up with the
Yeah.
coloring. Somebody comes up with
Yeah.
the production. Somebody comes up. It all comes into one group, and it gives us something that we enjoy so much, and something that grows our minds.
Oh yeah.
farther.
Oh,
So
absolutely.
it's
So
fantastic. So we really do appreciate that a lot.
thank
I
you,
don't-
Ken.
yeah,
thank you
it's
very
amazing.
much. This is so cool. So, like I said, between Tipsy and I, we will be we're going to share the artwork on IFB, and so that everybody can enjoy it a little bit better than just seeing it up like we were holding. But we wanted you guys to see, see it here first on IFB. It's so cool. Again, thank you, Ken. Much appreciated. And like I said, we'll be sending you some IFB and some Stranded Warrior swag. We have a few pieces left. We have some of the pins that were used on the Colonial Warrior
we definitely
jackets.
have some patches.
We have some patches. I'm going to throw in one of the Atlantia patches that was reproduced from an image from the original Battlestar Galactica. There's somebody did a screenshot, and so I had those remade.
You don't know.
I will send you one.
For some of those episodes, some of that stuff, you don't know how many times we screenshotted and zoomed in on specific things just to see. Yeah, like I think I said a couple of weeks ago, to get this done by Mediocre Modeler.
Oh, yeah,
I
no
zoomed in and I screenshotted so many different pictures and episodes to finally get the actual medallion the best possibly that I could. And it's probably better than the, I'm not saying it's great, but I think it's better. Probably it might be better than the original.
Might be better. It might be.
Because mine's actually domed, like it would be like a piece of jewelry, where theirs was just a piece of square foam. So it's got beat.
So look, we're deep into Galactica, guys.
Right? Just while you're doing that, Clyde, let me know when you're ready, because your camera's not on.
So I debuted this not too long ago, right? Within the last 6 months. All right. So this is part of the Colonial Warriors United Star Ledger.
There
right?
he is.
Colonial Warriors United. And this was an original Battlestar fan club. And, I had shared all this stuff with you guys and, showed you all this. And, we had said, imagine if we could get somebody that was directly involved with this fan club. Well, guess what? We actually put the word out, and I want to show you guys executive advisor. Right? Clyde Hall is right there. And, I think I showed you guys some of the artwork and some of the stuff that was in here. And this just happens to be the actual, the one that you get, the initial Warrior fan club packet, right? So there were a whole bunch of things in here, including this, which is really cool, right? That was part of the, the packet, right? So when you sign up, you become a member. This was part of, they sent you a folder, and all of that came in that. And Clyde was involved in this, man. He was part of those, initial fans that were part of putting together and keeping Battlestar Galactica alive. And we got him. He's here. He's waiting to come on. And it's one of the coolest
He's right
things.
there.
And here he is. Clyde, welcome to IFB, man.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Absolutely.
Congratulations on your award, by the way.
Well, thank you very much. We share with everybody out here, all of the fans, especially for the fan film we made. We did, the Stranded Warriors, Battlestar Galactica live action short that we did in the world of the original. But I know, Clyde, you are a man of, many different likes. You're cut from the same, cloth that we are. What was it like back in the day when you were involved with, the club itself? What was that like?
Well, okay. In modern audiences, I don't know whether they understand what a cut and paste world it was, as far as like actual cutting out pictures and putting it together. And in the early days of fan fiction like that, we would have it was broken down into squadrons eventually, and you had your squadron commander who would have a deadline, and every month you had to turn in your story before the deadline, and then the commander would collate everything and make copies, and then send it out to everybody on the mailing list. It was all snail mail.
Wow.
And that was early networking of fandom. I guess Star Trek did it big in the '60s, began it, but it was a continuation of that. Um, and you know the um, you've got the black and white, just very basic kind of.
How many of those do you still have?
Um,
Do you have them
I've
all?
got I've got a bunch, but I was only able to find because a lot of them are in storage. Um, but I found the Star Ledger was the first publication, and then each
Wow.
squadron began to publish their own little.
No way.
Whoa.
Red Squadron was the
Whoa.
one I was in, so it's very.
Oh my
But again,
God.
it's still the graphics and everything are very very black and white, very very basic.
But that it's like a fanzine, isn't it?
Yes, yes, that was.
Yeah.
It started off being a club, and then people wanted to write, and we had a meeting in St. Louis in 1989. One of our local gamers got us involved in the club, and they had a Richard Hatch came to do a workshop on
Oh
acting
wow.
in St. Louis, and so we went over there. We met other people in the club, Holly Oakes from Colorado, Crystal Miller. She was from Pennsylvania, and seeing everybody, we kind of broke off into fanzine territory to write stories,
Yeah.
grow the squadrons, everybody different squadrons, and turned it into a couple-year writing project that way.
Oh wow.
That's
Uh,
incredible.
do you, that would be fantastic to have that. Do you have that scanned in anywhere? That would be.
No,
Oh. That
but
would be
I
fantastic.
probably could.
That'd
my
be
God.
fantastic. Our fans would love that kind of stuff. If we can scan, if you can scan that in.
Until
That
you
would-
had reached out to me, I hadn't even thought about this stuff for years and years and years and years and
It's
years.
sad that sometimes it gets forgotten about.
Yeah.
I mean that's that's a piece of our history, a piece of our memories of certain things, and
Right.
and I was a big fanzine collector, and I've got a huge
Oh, yeah.
collection back there, but I do not have any of this.
This is cool.
This
Very
is pretty cool.
There's the list of the role playing. This is the role playing division department heads, Colonial Warriors United,
Yeah.
and it's got all names of people that I'm sure you were involved with one way or the other. There's promotion list and all kinds of details and enlistment requirements. It's a well put together packet. We're really happy that you were able to come on and reminisce with us.
And this was just a stepping stone.
Oh my God, this is just incredible.
But it was the first step into, because I always wanted to write, but I ended up, after I retired from my regular career, I ended up getting published, and but I was going back and I was like, each one of these, this was the first step, and then I got into APAs, the Amateur Press Association groups that did fan fiction, but then they also did original writing, and then I became a critic for comic books, a comic book reviewer, and then during the pandemic, I finally got published as as an author and contributor to a lot of the new pulp media. But it all began back here with basically Battlestar, and I quickly joined a Star Trek fanzine group too after this. But it kept me motivated to keep writing. So.
Wow, that's fantastic. Clyde, we actually have on our team here at IFB, we have another legacy fanzine writer, Fran Severn, who was very active back in the day. And I'm not sure. Usually she's on with us. So her and Professor Eric Padden.
Yeah. And we've been hunting down Sharon forever.
Yeah, Sharon Monroe.
Sharon
who's
Monroe just vanished
fallen
off
off
the
the
face of the
radar.
earth.
We wanted to try to get her on. So we have a very strong following that are also writers, fanzine writers, strong Battlestar Galactica. Obviously, we named IFB. We took that from, the IFB on Battlestar. But you've moved on into other things as well. And you said pulp. I've actually contributed to the Shadow writings and some of the the shadow group stuff that's out there myself, and so that's a part of us as well. We're into that. What else have you been up to, Clyde? How do you keep your your in our insatiable sci-fi thing going? Now, what else do you do?
Well, to go backtracking a little bit, my wife is a seamstress. We do cosplay.
Oh,
All
Never,
right.
and we've never done. I have never done Battlestar Galactica, but back in the day, back when we had that gathering in St. Louis, she made her own Battlestar Galactica
Wow,
uniform.
that's fantastic.
whoa,
And yeah,
whoa!
and then when the Richard Hatch appearance came up and we were going to go meet all of our friends, Jenny was 9 months pregnant, so she didn't get to wear it that day.
Oh no.
Oh,
But later on, we went to Media West Con, which was a pulp fiction group or a fanzine group in Lansing, Michigan, and she got to wear it there. So she had the jacket and that to go with it. But she dug that out today. She goes, "Are you going to have that on the show?" I was like, "Well, I can if you find it."
yeah.
I wasn't sure where it was at,
yeah,
but she
yes.
found
oh
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna love.
Now look, you've got the old school 12-inch action figures right behind you as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, I had the original. Major Matt Mason had Captain Laser, which is what Mattel based these figures on. They
Oh.
took those old molds and they updated them and turned them into Battlestar Galacticas. But you had your Cylon. yeah.
Does it still have the
With your pointed ears, because they made.
It's still got the laser at the end. It seems like every one of those I came across always broke off the end.
Well, this I actually had to repair him because he came to me handless. He was a used toy, so I had to give him and then try to paint on his black hands to replace him. But the Cylon, he does have the.
There you go.
He
That's
still has the
so
gun.
hard to
Yeah.
find. Oh, yep.
Yeah, but this Captain Laser was made to look like Mr. Spock, and you can really tell he's got the little pointed ears and stuff.
It's so weird that they did that.
Well, it's much cheaper to use something that already exists as a mold than to mold an all new one. So, and then my wife, one of our friends, Lisa, was the lady that she was our gamer friend that got us interested in joining the club. She would do wood etching like this.
crap.
This was my
That's
wife's character,
fantastic.
Liana. Yeah. So we have some memories etched in wood from
And those
seeing
are things that you just will never forget. I
Wow.
mean, even if
Right,
it's just something that hangs around the house, and it's
Oh,
fantastic
here.
that something can inspire you like that.
This is one of our Bibles that we used to.
Oh, the tech manual. Pete, you need to talk to him to get that, by the way.
The tech manual. That's right.
That's-
They're out there on eBay. I was kind of surprised. I looked around and you can still find them, but it's got all the things of. Well, this is, for example, where part of where she got her colonial
Oh,
warrior
yeah. That's
costume detail.
So Clyde, we actually amongst our family here on IFB, we have someone that actually put that together. So
There you go. Very
yeah,
cool.
I had met him. I actually met Roger at a convention when he made a comment because one of the dealers was selling it. So you have one of the original first run copies. Obviously, they had made more after, and it had like a glossy cover after eventually. And so Roger made a comment, and I turned around. And I'm like, "What? Did you say you worked on that?" And he goes, "Yeah, that's mine." And then he told he came. We've spoken to him. Great guy, one of our supporters here, fan from fan of IFB, and he told us how like he would trace, like he would stop, he would record via VCR, record the show, and then he would do traces from the TV.
That's crazy.
Wow.
And then to put the
Wow.
stuff together. But yeah, that's a great book.
Yeah.
Speaking of the Black Cylon, there he is.
That's the way it should have been.
There he is.
Yeah.
That's black silverish, but
Yeah, but that's where some of that comes from. But yeah, I mean, it's incredible. This is cool stuff. Thank you for, sharing some of that stuff with us, Clyde. I think you will get a real kick out of the Stranded Warrior. We try to do our best to kind of wedge ourselves out there. It's our passion project to represent classic Galactica amongst the fan films, and we did a damn good job. And we're very proud of the product that we got. We got to show off everybody's talent, because that was part of it as well. It's a showcase. And yeah, believe it or not, Glenn Eric Larson comes on our show, a good friend of ours now. So it's a great thing, and Galactica lives here amongst the many other things. And so, since I'm not sure if you're familiar with the Shadowed Circle, this is one of the newer, I guess, products that are being published, and Steve Donoso's behind this, and this is the one that I've been involved with. So being that you're a pulp guy, I don't know how much. I don't know if you're into the Shadow or not, but what do you got, Tipsy?
I would say the pulp. Hang on, I'm trying to bring it up. There we go. The pulp pieces. Oh, dang it, there it is. That you've gone through. I mean, you do a lot of work.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's awesome.
What's your next step? I mean, I did post a link up for those people who are interested in buying any of the stuff. I did post a link up for it.
Thank you.
But anybody, what's up and coming? What do you got going on?
Well, some of the first things I did is Pulp Reality from Stormgate Press, and I introduced a original character called B-Man, and we had 4 issues of Pulp Reality, and it was a story arc. Each story stood on its own, but if you read them together, it was part of a whole. And I always wanted to continue his story, so I've been working on making a book.
Ooh.
I've not done a novel before, but this is I'm taking a shot at making a B-Man novel, and I'm about halfway done with it. But it's basically, you have a guy. It's 1966, and he was a young guy in World War II. Now he used his GI Bill to go to school, and he got a degree in cinematography and movie making. He wanted to be a script writer and be in Hollywood, and about as close as he could get was to buy a rundown movie theater in Chicago. And he's living across from a jazz club, and it's really low for his expectations of what he was hoping to do. But he loves this old theater, and he's keeping it together. It's basically a labor of love. And he finds out that the theater loves him back as much as he loves it, and that there's a wellspring of ley lines underneath it that give it a certain amount of power. And he finds he can channel any of the characters from the screen that have appeared there over time. And of course, they're not actually, like, he doesn't become the Lone Ranger because the serial was played there, but he can, for a short time, channel the Masked Marshal, which is my version of the Lone Ranger. So that's what B-Man like B movies.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah. So I've always wanted to continue that on. It's a powered pulpish kind of character, but a lot of the characters that he takes the persona of and the powers of are pulp type characters. The Sable Scarab is their Batman, for example. So yeah, that's the stuff. And then we do a new pulp that has different genres of new pulp. Like, you can do new pulp Western, or new pulp aviation heroes, new pulp science fiction, like Major Marjorie. That was one of the things that we did, and I got to thinking about. And I also thought about this, Interfleet Broadcasting. One of my short stories way back when in the CWU involved being on IFB.
Oh, wow.
IFB story. Yeah. Yeah. My character, the one that I had one character called Audric in Gold Squadron, and he was like, if you've ever seen the movie My Favorite Year, he was kind of based on the Alan Swan character. He was a swashbuckler, and he liked to drink, and he was a pilot. But he was a ladies' man, a bad boy, and I had trouble writing him. But then they wanted to make Red Squadron, and so I took a black shirt character, and everybody.
Somebody might not know what a black shirt is, but that's fleet security.
Yeah, and people said at the time, one of the leaders was like, "He's what? He's a black shirt?" Well, I guess it was inevitable. If you're hard up for pilots, and if they
turn to
qualify,
anybody, yeah.
Yeah, but I guess it was inevitable we'd eventually have a black shirt as the pilots. They didn't like the idea at all. And but I did kind of a Mac Bolan take on him. He was an anti-hero.
Okay.
And Mac Bolan, the Executioner series, where, he was not a good guy. He was from Leo, the Leonese colony, and he was a big guy. He barely fit in the cockpit. His reflexes were not great as far as a pilot. He just barely qualified. And when they got ready to fly their first mission, the mechanics gave him what they called a retread Viper. It was usually used only for scouting and stuff because it was all pieced together of wrecked ships. Because they're like, we're not going to waste a good Viper on him. He's not. Wow. He probably won't survive his first mission, so he gets the retread. But what they didn't know was that what he lacked in initial skill as a pilot, he made up for he would come out of the corner that nobody expected. He could look at the formations and go, nobody in their right mind would go through here, so that's where I'm going.
Cool.
Yeah, and he was so reckless and fearless because he did kind of have a death wish. He's like, if I don't make it, that's no big deal. I'll be with my family again because they all died on Leo. So
wow, that's
yeah,
awesome. Yeah.
But he's very quiet, very stoic, ugly, not a handsome guy at all, and so he was different and before long, everybody was like going. I think he started something because everybody that started joining and making a character, they were tall and they were dark hair and they looked like him. It was like, cool. Okay, so kind of a different sort of a take on fleet security. But then we had a short story where there was a show that had gotten popular in the fugitive fleet, like. Kind of a Jerry Springer kind of reality show. They'd have an interview, they get people to come on, and then they would just hammer them with all these. No matter what you answered, it was going to be the wrong answer, and that became popular with the fleet. So they wanted to have a bunch of the pilots come on, and so Red Squadron got tapped, and Captain Rennell. He's like, oh, you can count me out. I'm not going. And she's like, oh, yes, it's an order. You have to go. So he's like, fine, we'll go. So on the IFB, they start hammering everybody with questions. Captain Rennell takes a few and they just slam her with every answer she gives. And Lieutenant Mordred is just sitting there being really quiet. And they finally go, Lieutenant Mordred, I need you to chime in on this. Now, you are firmly of fleet security, so you tell me. And he asks a question, and Mordred takes the microphone, and he goes, he just basically says all the bad words they can't broadcast. And they leave him alone, which is what he wanted in the first place.
Nice.
But I hadn't thought of that story in a long time, but again, this is like the first step in writing where you go, I started something that others kind of emulated it in some of their characters. And that gives you, as a writer, that gives you a feeling of, I've struck a nerve. I've done something unique and different, brought something different to the mix. So that kind of gave me I could do this. I could actually make characters that people could care about. I think every writer has that moment of like, okay, I could channel this creative power to do things that people appreciate and have fun with. So that's been my guiding light ever since.
Oh, that's outstanding.
We've
Bran,
got
thanks for
yeah.
joining us. We have our guest tonight is a fellow writer, in the fanzine writer, fan fiction writer, in the Battlestar Galactica world of 1978. Clyde was part of the Colonial Warriors United friend that I had actually discussed earlier on one of the other episodes. We were able to connect with him, and he's here with us. He's just sharing one of his stories that he put together.
And-
A great story. And let's see, I think it's hey, Mike Morlock, how are you, man? So Mike wants to know about your shirt, Clyde. So can you please enlighten him?
Absolutely. Space Ghost, Hanna-Barbera, action adventure.
Space Ghost.
Yeah.
Alex Toth, one of the coolest, I think, designs for a superheroic look ever. I'm a big Hanna-Barbera fan. I've loved it when they've crossed over with the DC characters. So I don't really have a Battlestar Galactica shirt, so I thought, well, I'll wear this. I'm on like a Space Ghost coast to coast kind of show. So
Excellent.
I
Excellent.
thought it was
Absolutely.
fit, yeah.
As a matter of fact, I need to acknowledge the fact that Mediocre Modeler is on with us. Thank you, Mediocre Modeler. I see you. You're watching us. Thank you very much. There you go. I did use it earlier. I was chastised for not using it, and of course,
That's right. I had to chastise you.
thank you for joining us live, all you guys. We're here with our guest tonight.
Yeah. I think
Clyde
it's
Hall.
I think it's amazing that the fan club, you're like a fanzine, led you to an actual job that you're actually doing in regards to writing and everything else. How was that transition? I mean, how did did you see that coming? Was that like a goal in your life, or was that just something that just kind of accidentally happened?
It was. I started off in media. In fact, I worked one of the last times in the late '70s when we actually would spin records at the radio station.
Oh, wow.
A board shift, yeah.
I hate to say that, but I know what that is. But anyways.
So I started off at college. I got a job with a radio station, small market radio station, and my wife and I we were dating at the time, and she and her best friend Lisa were big Battlestar Galactica fans. So I took in my copy of the LP and I dubbed off the intro theme by Stu Phillips, and they would have these blocks of instrumental music that would help us count down the hour, like if you only had so much time to fill, like,
oh wow,
90 seconds up to the top of the hour for news. They had these beds of music, and they had a lot of cinema music. Well, I put that on, and whenever I would work a board shift, I would play that because I knew Ginny was listening, and she would hear the Battlestar Galactica theme and play it for her. But I wanted to be a writer, and I studied journalism in school, and then I worked as a news director for a little while at the ripe old age of 22, a small market radio station.
Yeah, Pete did a little bit of that too. Yeah.
Okay. Well, but in small market radio, that you could not live on it. It didn't pay anything, and but I worked doing the news beats. I got to know the police department and the police chief, and he needed help with public relations work, so I ended up becoming a dispatcher for a career.
Oh wow! Well, we definitely do have some connections there, by the way.
Okay. But so it was I was like, well, this is writing and it's doing creative stuff, but it's and it had a good benefits and things like that, but civil service type work. But it wasn't writing, and it wasn't really what I wanted to do. And I took some creative writing classes. I did the Writer's Digest. They had a home study course that they would do to pair you up with a regular writer, and you could turn in projects and get evaluated, and did high marks and everything for that. But when I took one of the local classes, creative writing, the teacher was He'd been published and he had some books out, and listening to how hard it was for him to get established and to get things in print. And he was a great writer. I couldn't hold a candle to what he could do. It discouraged me to just write for fun, just a hobbyist writer.
Yeah.
Just write game modules, for local games that I ran and stuff, and just do and fan fiction, just do it for fun. But then I got to retire early. City had a buyout. It's like we our budget isn't allowing for the things we want to do. So you've done this for 30 years. How would you like to have an extra 5 years seniority and be able to retire?
Heck yeah.
So I got to retire early, and then I was like, well, what can I do? So we got into cosplay really big. My wife and I, we hadn't been able to go to conventions as much as we wanted. So we cosplay. We live near Metropolis, Illinois, that has the annual Superman Festival.
Oh, okay.
And so we began to cosplay Ma and Pa Kent, like a
Nice.
silver version of that.
That's cool.
And got in with a group there, which led to getting in with self-published authors.
Oh.
That got me back on the track to rising. You're talking about rising tide. The rising tide, it's not competition. It's everybody lifting everybody up in fandom and in
I like
genres.
that.
Yeah. Well, Rising Tide Publications and Brian K. Morris became friends, and so they are the ones that introduced me to Stormgate Press and all the different companies that I eventually got things published in. It took the pandemic to get me to sit down and focus enough to actually write short stories for anthologies, but that's where all of that led to. So I always was a writer, but I've always been published here lately. But about the same time, there's a little website called doomrocket.com, and they were doing a friend of mine that was a gamer and moved to Chicago, he knew the people there that were doing this Doom Rocket show, and he put my name in for being a comic book reviewer, because I've always loved comic books, big time comic book fan. So I got to working with them, and then I eventually got one of the people that was working for them. They shut down that part of their operation, and he became a editor at Comics Beat, comicsbeat.com. And so I started doing comic book reviews for them. And this year, 2025, Comics Beat won an Eisner Award for their comic book journalism.
Nice.
So I'm actually part of a Eisner Award-winning team.
That's cool.
That's like my biggest claim to fame, I think, and that was completely out of left field. I didn't expect that at all, but we were nominated, and it was like, well, I'm going to put that on my business card. But then I had to go change them again because we actually won. So
Excellent. Well, congratulations for that.
Thank you.
Look, this is what we love. We love to be able to catch up. We love to hear all the old stories, especially when, when it comes to a fan like yourself. We've proven beyond any doubt, Clyde, that anyone that is a fan, that puts their, wears their heart in the sleeve and does what you do, whether it's professionally or not, writing, producing, whether movies, behind the camera, front of the camera, their passion as a fan will always come through. We'll be able to recognize that, and it gives it that extra flavor, right? The spice that we all kind of like to see, and we can relate to it. And you're one of those guys, and we appreciate it. Especially reminiscing about our favorite, which is, of course, Battlestar Galactica.
I'm going to ask, what, since you're a Battlestar Galactica fan, favorite 1978 episode?
I'm glad you asked that. I think it's a toss-up because one is a big story and one's a small story. I think that at the time, the one I liked, and I still like to go back and watch it every once in a while, is Living Legend.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
I really like Commander Kane.
Kane's dead.
Oh, stop!
And
Don't say that again.
Lieutenant Mordred would have been I think they'd have liked one another because they were both brash and had similar mindsets. Lloyd Bridges in that role. Also, the crest on those helmets for the Pegasus. I love those helmets. Love that. And there's no one of the best scenes in all of Battlestar of the '78 series is, what about the other Battlestar? What other Battlestar? Turn, evasive maneuvers. That moment was great. And I think the other one was the episode with Apollo. It's kind of like Shane, where he's on an
Oh my
old West.
gosh.
Is that
Yep.
the Lost Warrior?
Yep.
Is that it? Yeah.
And that's where we came up. We'll have to play it. I mean, Pete, can I play it?
Put
Can I
up
play
the trailer. Put up
Can
the
I put
trailer.
up the trailer?
Put up the trailer since Clyde,
Since Clyde's
you
interested.
set it up. Let's
Clyde,
show
we
him
we
the
actually
trailer.
did a fan a fan show, a fan short
film. Yeah.
film for this.
It's
so,
the backstory to
give me
Martin.
a second, Pete. You can talk
Right.
to him
So
for a second.
so
I'll,
Clyde, one of the things that we threw this idea back and forth between myself and Tipsy, and we were like, if we're going to throw ourselves into the world of Galactica 1978, where can we go? There were a few options, and we decided upon, well, what's Martin's backstory? How did he get stranded? How did no one actually go back looking for him? There were no search and rescue missions. He got stranded. He's there. He's alone, right? No one came back for him. So we were like, well, first of all, we're gonna make him a captain, and that's kind of like a tie-in to the fact that Apollo is recognized immediately as a captain. How could that be? So we're like, all right, maybe because Martin was a captain or something like that. So we named him Captain Martin, and we developed his sort of like this backstory to what and where was.
I'm ready when you are.
All right, so that's it. It's the backstory. It's a prequel, and here we go.
I hope you like it, Clyde. I mean,
Yeah.
this will hopefully. I don't know if you've seen it yet, but this is kind of our take on that episode that you said was one of your favorites.
Okay.
There are those who believe the Cylon War is lost. That man cannot survive. Then there are the warriors.
These warriors.
Men and women fighting for millennia.
We are Leaders of the Fleet!
Warriors living with violence and death.
We are pretending to be the insectoids caught in the Crawlin's web.
You snit rat. What the frack is going on?
Who now fight to survive all across the heavens. Just a little taste.
Yeah. Yeah. I had found that online today and had watched it, but
Oh, okay.
yes, love
Yeah,
it. Love it.
Yeah. We it was a labor of love. We went on to social media. We crowdfunded, and we had a great support from the fans, and we're very proud to say that it's a SAG production. We got a SAG waiver, so the actors were all SAG actors that volunteered because they were also fans of Battlestar. And
Yeah, I can't wait till we
had the-
finally get to the point where we can release it to the public. because
Yeah,
it's in
we it's in the
the
festival circuit. But yeah, we had the costumes, we got the whole 9 yards, and
it was
and
a
it was
labor of
just
love. I mean, and it was so
It
much.
looks great.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was so much fun. It's not only the how it looks and everything else, but it was just the amount of fans that came out to help us. The
Oh,
amount of
heck
people
yeah.
who
Oh my
who
God, it
are
was so
are
cool.
out there that still love Battlestar Galactica, like yourself. And it's a fantastic feeling to know that you're not crazy.
You're not
Or at least
alone.
we have a shared,
Like,
we have a
partially.
shared craziness. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
that's
sure
right.
craziness,
We're
but
not alone.
That's it. But
We're not alone.
yeah, it's fantastic. So I'm glad that you told us that was one of your favorites, because yeah, that's definitely one of the favorites. One of my favorites is always Gun and Ice Planet Zero, because I believe
Oh yeah. Oh, it's
I
good.
believe that Volpa, which was, if you read over all the information, Volpa was supposed to be the original bad guy. So I love Volpa, and I love the idea behind that being the original bad guy instead of Baltar. But Baltar was good. But
Baltar was good as well.
and it's fantastic that to talk to somebody who started back in the day. I mean, I started collecting the fanzines when I was a kid. I got a ton of them. But the stories, I mean, it was, how did you feel when they took it off the air? How did you feel when, hey, they're not going to do any more of these things? You feel abandoned at that point.
Yeah.
But you kept going with the fan
writing.
club and
Yeah.
everything else. So
Yeah.
Well, I was old enough to know, and I've read Starlog, and I got a lot of us when we were younger fans, all the stuff that you would, all the little bits you would glean from that, because there wasn't an internet yet or anything.
right.
And I realized how much they were spending on doing the show. I didn't really expect it to last forever and a day.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, it was a huge amount of money, and the effects. But I thought that going in, and just from the pictures, I'm like, well, it looks pretty good, but how will it actually transfer live action on television? And then got to see it, and it was like, this is really good. So then I kind of was hopeful. Yeah, maybe this will keep going. Maybe it'll bring in enough revenue. But I wasn't too surprised, because it kept coming in with the price tags, in different publications talking about how much it cost, and I was like, man, that's an awful lot of money. It could be a big hit and still not make up enough to continue it. And then, of course, they did Galactica 1980, so I tuned in.
What was your opinion?
Well, there were certain things I liked, like I liked the cycles. I did like the idea that microwaves messed up.
No, please, no. That was stupid.
Yay.
Oh, I know. I don't. The whole Halloween episode was fun to me. There was some fun stuff, but overall, okay. So, big Firefly fan, loved
Yes.
the TV show
Us too.
Firefly.
Yep, us too.
And people say, well, why couldn't there have been more after Serenity? Why couldn't they have done that movie, but then done more of the TV? And I was like, sometimes you should be glad that you got a really good short run of something, because continue it. If you continue it, could demean it, and that's kind of. I was thinking back to Galactica 1980, because overall it just was
Because it
so
demeaned it.
Yeah, exactly. It actually detracted from some of the
After-school
enjoyment.
special for Battlestar
Yeah.
Galactica.
Yeah. So,
Agreed.
although I thought it did have had some cute moments and some cute things I did like, most of it I didn't care much for. So.
Yeah. Return of Starbuck was the only one that came out of that really decent.
And it stands. It's quite different than the rest of the whole thing. So yeah, that's good episode. But
what about? So, did you watch the Reimagined?
I did.
What's your opinion on Reimagined? We have a lot of fans that are very polarized in regards to the Reimagined. To me, and I'm sure Pete feels the same way, but to me, it is it doesn't matter. It still has the word Battlestar Galactica in it. It's still brings that stuff into it. But it was definitely a totally different story, a very good story. But what was your opinion on that? I mean, being somebody who was there on the ground, somebody who loved it so much like we do, someone who is, loved it so much that you created a fan club that did so much work to do this. What was your opinion on the new one? And what do you see in the future? Do you see something maybe happening in the future, or you wish something happened in the future? Or are you kind of happy with what kind of we got left with in regards to the vision that we saw back in 1978?
Well,
sorry for the hard questions.
That's okay. The new version, I like the way it began, and I watched part of Caprica also, so I stuck with it.
I loved Caprica, by the way.
Yeah. There's definitely some good stuff there. It is quite different. The spiritual journey that is at times talked about in the 70s is central. Count Ebly and that kind of that storyline and the beings of light. Quite a different take and trek, since it's not reptilians that made the Cylons, but people that made the AI in the new show. That's fascinating. I thought that the first episodes where they're trying to jump and get away, jump and get away,
ones, yeah.
That was really, that was great. I see them as two different entities. I don't really connect them, except that spiritual journey. One of the things that I do write, devotionals for church.
Cool.
I think that I would never have been able to get this far, to go from fan fiction writing to an Eisner Award.
Yeah.
I feel that
polytheism. Yeah.
I definitely feel that God has guided me along my path. So that spiritual core of the newer show, I found that to be quite fascinating. The idea that, the creator
the
becomes
monotheism,
right, the monotheism and polytheism.
Cylons were monotheist, and whereas that's crazy, isn't it?
Really, and so that was quite interesting to me, and all the way down to the very final episode of that, that part, and then how it all began in Caprica, how that split up, humans.
You see a lot of that today.
You do. AI, being such a thing, is kind of ahead of its time to explore those issues. But so I enjoy them a lot. Okay, look at it like this. And I've had people that, Star Trek, Star Wars. That's always been the classic. I was a Trek fan from, the Scholastic Book Fair with James Blish adaptations. Started me out.
Wow. We're definitely dating ourselves there.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. But, so big Trek fan, Star Wars comes along, love Star Wars. And they're like, well, which do you like more? I'm like, if I want space opera, I love Star Wars. If I want science fiction, I like Star Trek. I look at the Galacticas the same way.
Yeah.
The 78 Galactica to me is a great space opera. Science fiction, if you want it as a sci-fi genre, the newer one, I think, hit more of those marks. That's just my own opinion.
Agreed.
Very good.
So, Clyde, one last question from our fans out there. This is from our unofficial fact checker. Rob Baum says,
good question too.
Yeah. What is how did your guests regard Hatch's Second Coming trailer?
I'm sorry?
Did you ever see the Second Coming trailer? And what was your opinion?
No, I've heard of it, but I haven't seen it.
Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, definitely have to check that out.
Okay.
Yes.
So Richard, kind of the backstory on this. Richard went all in. Richard was there are a lot of people out there who are fans, and a lot of people out there who are actors, and we've interviewed a number of people that were actors inside the show, and a lot of them are like, oh, hey, I was just in it for the money because, hey, I needed to live indoors and eat because that's important. Right. But you talk to a lot of them, but some of those actors actually become fans.
Yes.
For instance, Katie Sackhoff in regards to the new Star Wars and stuff like that. And she's kind of a person interested into the Battlestar Galactica when she took over in 2004. So there are some actors who become fans, people who, they get into the universe, they become part of it, they become part of the fandom. And Richard Hatch, of course, was the
torchbearer, the champion of
the champion of the Battlestar Galactica in 1978, and he wanted to create more information. He wanted to create a show that was 1978-ish, because we love the buddy film, we love the buddy stuff, the Starbuck Apollo thing, and he went out and he mortgaged his own house to create a pitch,
proof of concept,
or a pitch that was known as the Second Coming. And you can find this on usually you can find this on YouTube, and you'll find it, and it was supposed to be the continuation of Battlestar Galactica. He didn't have the rights, he didn't have any of that information, but he believed in the storyline, he believed in the fans, he believed in the the Battlestar Galactica enough to take that leap of faith, and once again, Richard Hatch's famous words are, keep the faith, because that's what he did. And if you ever get a chance to see that, you'll see a version of what could have been. So I encourage you to check it out. It's
definitely worth it.
And I know we actually have
Jack Stauffer
on,
worked with him on
monthly, at least once a month, and he talked about it. It was about 3 months ago, 4 months ago. Yeah. But it's something you might be interested in.
And I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised to hear that at all. And like I said, I have heard of it, but I just haven't seen it. But I'm not surprised, because when we saw Richard over in St. Louis, I'll tell you, I've only got one Richard Hatch story, because
they're all good. So go ahead.
Didn't take to the seminar, but Lisa, our local writer that got us involved in the club, and she and her husband went up to talk to him and get some things signed, and they came away laughing. And I said, was he funny? And her husband shook his hand, and he said, my wife loved your show. And he said, well, thank you. And he goes, unfortunately, she really liked the other guy a lot better. And Richard went, okay. And then laughed about it. And he goes, I get that all the time. Starbuck was wonderful. The character Starbuck was wonderful.
Rascal.
But he just took it all in stride and laughed along with him about it. So I thought, but listening to him talk about the acting and the spirit that drives you to be a performer and an actor a little bit. I didn't get to see the whole presentation that he did, but he talked about it a little bit to our club members that were there. Ooh. And I could absolutely see him being the beating heart of that movement. So yes, that does not surprise me at all.
Yeah, he's such a fantastic person in regards to, and I like to say we all have a storyline. I mean, we all want to create our own stories. We all want to have something that lives longer than us.
Sure.
Richard Hatch's was his books. Richard Hatch's was his pitch for the Second Coming. I think if you had one of those tough questions, if you had the ability to write for any sci-fi, if someone if you were able to walk into anything and say, this is what I want to do, these are the group of people I want to be involved with, these are this is the fandom I want to be part of, what would you walk into? What would you want to be part of?
Okay. Well, a lot of the ones that I'm in, the pulp characters, I love
characters. Yeah.
So, I've already kind of achieved
favorite
a bunch of that. There was an opportunity that came up to to submit some work for a Kolchak the Night Stalker.
Oh my gosh, Pete's gonna have a coronary.
Oh boy.
Pete's gonna have a coronary. Pete.
Okay,
is
so that was
a
another shirt that I almost
huge
wore
fan.
my Kolchak the Night Stalker shirt. Should have worn that.
Pete is a huge fan.
Oh yeah.
We've had Davidiak on. We've and James Aquilone that's been bringing it back to life. He's come on the show as well. So yeah, big fan.
But-
I would cosplay Kolchak
Oh
often.
yeah. But I had read some of the other anthologies that had already been written, short stories and comic book adaptations of Kolchak, and I was like, I couldn't bring anything new to that. I don't think I could. I love the character so much, I wouldn't want to do him a disservice, and I think there's been a lot of that already covered. So I stepped back from that.
Okay.
But what I would like to write sometime, the classic prisoner television show.
Nice.
Oh, there's another Pete favorite. Yep.
I would love to do a number 6 short story of some kind. When I was a kid and they had that on CBS as a summer replacement series, I watched it and I haven't been right since. It's that I was like 5 years old, so, and it was just this bizarre. I remember my folks could not make out. They wouldn't let me watch Star Trek because they decided that was not for kids. But
Wow.
the prisoner confused them so much they couldn't understand what it was. So I got to watch the whole series, the whole presentation on CBS that summer, and it left me just puzzled. And then PBS began running it in the late 70s, and I got to see it as a teenager going. And I'd run home from my work at the restaurant where I was a busboy, so I could catch the episode because I was like, this is, now I kind of understand it. It scared me before. Now I get where they're going with this. Is like 1984. This is George Orwell kind of stuff.
Oh
And,
yeah, absolutely.
So I would love to write a short story. That
I don't-
fandom I would like to tap
very
into
good.
sometime.
Have you
There's
seen?
Pete. Yep.
The Kolchak Papers, Grave Secrets by Professor Davidiak. I don't know if you have this one, but we were lucky enough to have him come on, and we got to talk all about Kolchak.
The cover doesn't look familiar, but I'm not sure that I haven't read some of the stories out of that.
Yeah, so he,
Okay.
we got him, so Mark came on and we were lucky enough to, talk all about, he's been, one of the champions and one of the subject matter experts. So it was great to catch up with him and talk to him about, because he's a fan, right? Like we were saying, it's one thing to just be a writer, a professional writer or professional anything, and you step into whatever a genre might be, or you're covering something, and it's another thing to bring your love of that as a fan and then be in it, and like yourself, like when you write stuff, you're a fan of it, and it shows, and we love it, and we support that. Clyde, we want you to come back, man. If
Pete, I want one more question. I have to ask
else.
Pete. I have to ask that one more question. You know what that is, right?
Go, because we gotta. There's a couple
Opinion
of things
on
I gotta
AI.
mention.
I'm sorry?
AI opinion on artificial intelligence in regards to writing.
Okay. Bigger scope of AI for helping with medicine and exploring things like that. Yes. AI for writing and art? No. Not a fan. It takes a lot of material, a lot of like water resources to do a lot of AI. And I have a lot of friends who make a living as artists and writers, or have it as a hobbyist thing that they enjoy. And I know what kind of an impact it will have on them if it becomes the mainstay of everything. So, I don't support it. I'm not a fan of slop, of AI slop stuff that they put out. I avoid it as much as possible. Now, will it become inevitable? Probably at some point to, embrace it to a degree. But I will always prefer what people write and not something that has been cobbled together from what a lot of people wrote and then was taken from them. We do that. To me, seeing companies take the work of artists and writers and profit from it greatly without giving the same kind of financial support to the people that helped create it or did create it, like in comic books. That's already happened enough. I don't want to see more of that. I want to see artists and writers get the monetary compensation that they deserve for their ideas and brainchild. Yes, the company has to make money, absolutely, but also the company should treat the creative forces better. And I think that AI is just another stumbling block to making that happen, to compensate writers and artists for their talents. Right. That's just my opinion, though. I know it varies.
That's what we asked. So thank you so much, Clyde. You are one of you're a fantastic person to talk to.
Well, thank you.
You're kind of the person that we meet at cons, or we would want to talk to about, hey, what do you think Starbuck would do in this situation? So those kind of things. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
I think I look forward to having you on again. And is there anything that we can do to, what's your next thing? Are you creating a new book, or is there something we can help you with? Feel free to come back on and reach out to us. We'll help you out, because I think it's important that we recognize the fandom. We recognize it's not about just one person or two people. It is a whole group. It's a whole family in regards to growing Battlestar Galactica or creating those new ideas. It's so important that we share those ideas while we still can, because we aren't getting any younger.
True. Very true.
So please feel free to come back with us. Are you going? Do you do Comic-Cons, or you do anything like that, or has anything come up lately?
We did some big Wizard Cons in St. Louis when they were doing those, but most of the time, regional. We do the smaller regional things. We enjoy that, and we also do our cosplay that we do. I've got a Phantom Stranger from the DC Comics I'm getting ready to unveil next year. Yeah.
Cosplay is so much fun.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, it is. And
people call it, you're costuming. No, it's something different.
Yeah. We didn't get to do it when I had a career before I retired. We didn't get to go as much because I usually was working weekends. So we kind of dived in after I retired.
Yep.
Yeah. But dived in after I retired, but with older type characters like the Phantom Stranger or Mon Pa Kent. We did Alfred and Aunt Harriet as a tribute to the 1966 Batman TV show. When the year that Adam West passed away, we did those cosplays. But we do charity. Now we do a lot of charity cosplay stuff.
Oh, really?
If you're raising money for kids, there's one that's a special needs here in town. We didn't have to travel very far for that one at all. Here in town, they do a special needs superhero Saturday, and I play the classic Hal Jordan Green Lantern. I'm still spry enough to get by with that for now, with a muscle suit. So
muscle suit work, baby.
Yeah, so that's the kind of stuff.
Thank you, Clyde, so much. Please
thanks
come
for
back.
having me, and thanks for sharing my books.
Clyde, you are amazing. We hope to have you back on again. So
here's to you, Clyde. Keep up the good work.
Happy Thanksgiving to everybody out there and your families. Enjoy the festive occasion.
Yeah.
Thank you very much,
you so
Clyde.
much. Take
Hope
care.
to see you soon.
Okay, bye-bye.
All right, cool. Oh man, see that's
what
Clyde,
it's about. All about fandom.
Yeah. And Clyde, it gave us some leads for some of the others that were involved.
I forgot to reach out to. I have to ask Clyde. He mentioned he had some people he would probably.
So we're gonna have maybe some others that were from that original Battlestar group that would come on. Unfortunately, some of the president, I believe, passed. Unfortunately, but
like I said, there's a shelf life.
We all have a shelf life. I got to tell you that, so that's great. I'm looking forward to having him come back. We have another a colleague of ours.
Yeah, I
A
just noticed he
celebrity
popped up
in
in
his
here. Give me
own
a
right.
second. I did not
And
have a lower
sci
third on
fiction.
him.
Owen Cotter is waiting in the green room, and we'll see. We bring him on, and we'll
Okay.
reminisce a little bit about him
Fill in
covering
some time, Pete. I gotta pick him up. So give me a
Okay,
second.
so yeah, so we had mentioned that first of all, for those of you, most of you already know Owen Cotter, who actually is you got to put me up there.
Oops, wrong one.
See? Yeah,
Sorry.
press the other
Hi.
button. Yeah, live.
They don't want to see you anyways.
Just press the other button,
just
man.
press the other button.
Yeah.
What? Come on now, we're having fun. Oh, there you go.
Okay, so the idea being that for those
Nobody
of
wants
you
to see me look to the left and the right to figure this out.
Yeah. Just get Owen on here. But
I'm working on it.
Sci fiction is a great, first of all, great website. I mean, if you go on there, guys, the website is tremendous, right? 250,000 followers that are involved that follow sci fiction. He's been doing it for decades, 2 decades. And he also, of course, does live streaming, interviews. He's been covering all of the main celebrities in our genre fandom, goes to all the conventions, big and small, San Diego's all the way down to small cons and local stuff when he can, and gets, tremendous interviews with everybody, all the big names from William Shatner all the way over to everybody. And like I earlier mentioned on the show, Owen came down, man of his word, came down to Las Vegas to cover the Shockfest film festival that we were in, and we did interviews. He was on the red carpet. Actually, he was the lead media at the Shockfest. And so we got to actually break some bread, sit, right? So we have been in contact and friends with Owen for 6 years now. And we were going to actually meet up with him at the convention that never happened, the big Battlestar Galactica reunion in 2020, that, because of the pandemic, it didn't happen. But so we didn't get to meet him in person. That was going to be our first actual meet face to face. But we've been in contact regularly for the last, 6 years. And so I'm really happy that we were able to connect at Vegas, at, of course, Shockfest. And so I asked him to jump on as we close the show, and we'll try to, discuss a little bit of, where he's going and what he's doing,
right,
because I know. All right, let's go. Owen, welcome to IFB.
Greetings, everyone on IFB. Thank you so much for having us, Pete and Chris. Thank you. How's y'all's evening going? It looks like y'all getting in some goodies.
Oh, heck yeah. We were
fantastic.
We got a package from one of the fans, and Ken Gagnon. He sent us original artwork, Battlestar Galactica related, and we did the unboxing for that. He sent stuff over to me separately and then to Tipsy, so we went all over that. And again, thank you, Ken. And then we had a great guest. But
sorry, and I put 2 T's on there.
Yes, one. But anyway, yes. So Owen, we met up at the convention, right? At the Shockfest Film Festival. I was able to bring you out to something that you usually don't get involved in, but you did gratefully.
That was a lot of fun, man. Thank you
So tell me a little bit about what it was like to do that film festival.
I thought it was absolutely amazing. I just enjoyed getting to interact with all the filmmakers and the creators out there. And I like the show that Media Matt put together down on the stage where they showcased the films and would bring out the awards. And he's like a man of many outfits. He disguises it. So it was awesome, man. And then the singer that came out, and what's called Oracle Claus. He dressed up as Santa Claus and came out and gave gifts to everybody. It's awesome.
Yes. So it was kind of cool, wasn't it? And different, right? I mean, the experience of a film festival, for those of you out there that have gone to one, kudos to you. But if you haven't, just to attend. I mean, especially when it's a genre related. Like if you go to like a science fiction film festival near you, I would totally recommend, because you get to watch a lot of really cool cutting edge films, right? And especially, like I said, if it's a genre related. But so what other takeaways, Owen, did you happen to come up with?
Totally support the film festivals. They're a lot of fun, man. Like me and you did the jury for the Brooklyn Sci-Fi Film Festival. That was a lot of fun, man. I mean, just viewing the variety of films that they had. Like, you had a little bit of everything from like zombie films to sci-fi to virtual reality, all kind of wild. So, animation stuff you said you had watched, or AI or something like that, is some different creative films. That was really a lot of fun, man. I enjoyed that. And there's a lot of stuff we've got coming up. We're going to be doing some more events coming up. There's going to be a little bit of everything. It's just a plethora of all kind of pop culture sci-fi goodies on the pipelines.
What's your next lineup for? Because you do a lot of interviews, and I know you were interviewing. I think you were interviewing today, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, we interviewed today a lady who's super cool, fun to talk with. Her name is Nisi. She does Sci-Fi Wars, it's like a makeup, practical effects makeup competition. She's on season 3. And then yesterday, we just posted, it was a recorded Zoom with Richard Brake, the guy that played the dad for Tom Felton's character in Altered. And then the day before that, we interviewed Timo and the actress Liza, who played the lead character and the director of Altered. And before that, we did, of course, Media Mat for the event to promote Shockfest Adventure. And then before that, we had Dan Curry, legendary visual effects creator of pretty much all the Star Trek franchise. He's touched that like solid Midas touches gold. Did the intro to Star Trek Forge, did the intro to Top Gun, Big Trouble Little, legend. And then yesterday we had David Soboloff on. He's a big DC Marvel Comics voice actor, done a little bit of everything, Transformers, Blitzwing, video games, you name it. And he's doing some new stuff. We chatted with him. So it's about 7 live streams and various things over the last week. So.
Wow. And the other thing that we kind of, in our discussions, one of the things that I kind of overlooked, your website is chock full of all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
You have a staff that write for you, and they cover all kinds of things. They're all over the world. Sometimes you send them out and they actually go to events. And so your website is not just the interviews that you do and the live streaming, but you actually have, writers that write for sci fiction.
We have a whole slew and a whole team of beautiful writers. We have one writer that we sent to the Tron Ares UK premiere. He lives out in London. He said he had that was super cool. They got an early screening of that. He also did a few others as well. We like to mention Dominic and Kieran. They live in London, both of them. I believe Dominic lives in London as well. But he did got to interview the director and producer of the Lego Star Wars on the live stream simulcast that they did. So they brought in some good content for that. A lot of the writers, they write about a variety of things. So sci-fi, fantasy, horror, not much horror, but some Aliens and Predator, video games, and a little bit of everything. But basically the cool thing is, they're not all centralized just to one thing. A lot of them do, like some of them just do anime, but a lot of them do a variety of things. And the cool thing is we sent also Kieran to Tokyo, Japan this past year.
Wow.
The Star Wars Celebration. He had a blast with that, and he's looking to go into the London Comic-Con next May, as well as anything else. So he sent him to the premiere of Tron, and the premiere of How to Train Your Dragon. There's a lot of writers have been getting in touch with these production companies like Amazon or Disney and Lego. They've been sending a lot of Lego material, Lego kits and things.
Lego's cool. Yeah,
Lego's awesome. They got a lot of pop culture Lego kits, Star Wars, Harry Potter, you name it. They got a NASA one was pretty cool. It was like a rocket ship, and so we're getting into all of that. I've got some alliances with some collaboration things we haven't really announced yet, and some a lot of events we're getting ready to come up on. We've got one. It's coming up in January. I believe it's going to be in New Orleans. It's going to be the Fan Expo in New Orleans. Looking forward to possibly doing that one. And then we've got some in February. We've got some in March, possibly April, May, June, July, August, and something. So it's like 1 or 2 every month, actually. Or some project or something. And in between there, we've got the live streams.
Wow. You're one busy man.
Yeah.
And it's really cool. I also wanted to make sure that I did want to tell you that unfortunately we were going to have Bran Stimson.
Okay.
He represents Star Trek International, the
Yes.
International Star Trek Association, and he's one of the executives in that. And he does our Star Trek
Okay, yeah.
right. Unfortunately, he's not going to be with us today. He just sent me a message and he apologized. So that's okay, Bran.
Well,
We'll,
that's okay.
we'll reschedule you.
Next
But you got a lot, Owen. You got a bunch of greetings from our fans that
a
are with
lot
us
of our fans,
live.
like, yeah.
A bunch that are, just say hello, Owen. How are you? Hey, hi. Great interviews, that kind of stuff. So when you get a chance, you might want to take a look at that. So thank you everybody for welcoming Owen, who is a colleague of ours, right? He's a podcaster, streamer, sci fiction. We have other things that we are collaborating on that we can't talk about yet. But we are working on stuff. That's right. We are doing some really, really cool things behind the scenes. So we will announce those as soon as we can. And I mean, you're busy. You're busy doing stuff. I admire that tremendously. You have
fun. I love
a great show too. Yeah. So thank you, Owen, for taking the time out.
Yeah, no problem. I hope you guys have a good evening and appreciate you guys as well. And remember, the fans fuel the fleet.
Have
always.
A great Thanksgiving, Owen, and we'll talk soon, man.
Yep. Thank you so
much.
Thanks,
guys. Y'all have a beautiful Thanksgiving. Peace.
Thanks for dropping in, Owen. I appreciate that, man.
Wow.
Yeah. So
what a night. I mean,
jeez.
Wait.
Yeah.
Holy frack. Well, I can say frack
man.
I'm buzzing it. I'm sorry. But holy frack, we are. So much going on.
Yeah. Not only did we got one of these, one of the Battlestar Galactica early, fan club organizers.
Which is fantastic.
He was officially
fantastic. It's so cool.
He was the executive advisor for the Colonial Warriors United, and a fan fiction writer. And not only that, right? What was really cool about that as we wrap up our show tonight is that Clyde talked about fan fiction that is nowhere to be seen in the digital world. And maybe we can get him to share some of that stuff. He talked about it, and his stories were great.
Be able to, scan that in.
Yeah. Oh my God, it would be so cool. We talked to Professor Patton and see if we could get that over to him. That is fantastic. The and let's not forget that
fantastic. Like a lot of fans going on tonight.
Yeah, we should have a game. We should have a game every time we say fan. But
fan.
He's also he also put us in touch with some of the others that were involved back in the day.
Oh my God.
Along his contemporaries.
To get a hold of Sharon Monroe.
Yeah, I know. I don't
Sharon
know.
Monroe
we just keep saying it. We keep saying it. Sharon Monroe, if you're
out there,
come on,
reach out.
Let's talk.
We want to talk to you.
Yeah, come on, man. So happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Yes,
we're going to
do something. Yeah,
do something. Yeah, we're going to do something like we always do. So be prepared. Either we may just record an early show and put it up on Thursday, or we will broadcast Wednesday and then rebroadcast on Thursday.
But Thanksgiving is all about thanks, and we're thankful for the fans. We're thankful for
the team,
the team, the ideas, the videos, the stories. We're so thankful for people who have that background, that thing. So we're thankful that you share it with us.
Yes, because that's important too, right? It's not
so
only
important.
It's not only to keep it
to yourself.
You gotta share it. So thank you, everybody. We look forward to seeing you again. Thank you to everybody that actually are going to watch this, later on, rebroadcast, rerun, syndication, right? We get thousands of views. So cool. We're very grateful around the world, right? So
Erica says we're thankful for you too.
Well, we appreciate you, Erica, and all the fans. because let's keep the faith. You know that we are all about the fans and the fandom, and we will have more for you. And there's things happening, guys. We
Yep.
will keep you up to date as soon as we can release more. Doc McAuley was supposed to be with us. Doc, I hope everything is okay on your end, and he will be with us
Oh, should we
next
mention
show.
the book?
The Battlestar book?
No.
Okay, so guys, well, let's end this show with the fact that we are putting together a how-to book, and it's all about fan films. And we are going to discuss, our experiences and the trials and tribulations on making a fan film. And hopefully for those that want to do it, you can learn from what we experienced, and then be more successful, not have to go through some of the problems that we did, because there's all kinds of things that'll
We
happen
didn't go
that you
through
can't
any
control.
problems whatsoever.
Yeah, but that's what we did. We put together a kind of a how to do your own fan film, and so that's in the works. And so stay tuned. We'll keep you posted for that. But we are working our way through that with a publisher that has taken this on, and we are grateful to share that with you guys. And there you go.
That's it.
Have a great one.
Great.
You
See
coming
you
back
soon.
on?
Have a good night. Thank you so much. And we'll see you next Wednesday.
Yes, that's right.
Take care.
Fans fuel the fleet, baby. Yep.